to another video. In today's video, we'll be solving 1A, part 1 and part 2 on the May 2019 CSEC paper. But before we go into this video, I'd like to leave a motivational quote with you. It's a Chinese quote that says, "Going slowly, it's not the problem, it's standing still." What that means is that as we must always be striving to advance and to expand in our lives, so that when opportunities come, we will be able to grab those opportunities fully because we're advancing. So remember, again, what it states, going slowly is not the problem, it's standing still. So I urge you not to stand still in your development in mathematics. Let's go. So using a calculator or otherwise, evaluate each of the following: 2 1/4 minus 1 3/5 divided by 3. Now, so the first part, we are going to take this part of the fraction, which is in this case the numerator, and we are going to convert each of the fractions in the numerator to an improper fraction. How do we go about doing that? We're going to multiply the whole number by the denominator of each fraction and add that number to the numerator. So let's go. 4 2s 8 plus 1 will give you 9/4 minus 5 1s 5 plus 3 will give you 8/5. So here we have 9/4 minus 8/5. So 9/4 is equivalent to 2 1/4 and 8/5 is equivalent to 1 3/5. Now, in order to add or subtract fractions, we must have what we call a common denominator. Now, the common denominator here is going to be 20. How we get 20? Because 5 4s will give you 20. Okay, so 4 into 20 will go 5. So we're going to multiply 9 by 5, and 9 5s will give you 45 minus 4 multiplied by 8 will give you 32, because 5 can go into 20 4 times. So that will give you 32. So we have 45 minus 32, and that is going to be equal to 13/20. So here we have now, so the top is actually equal to 13/20 divided by 3/1. So if we have a fraction divided by a fraction, what are we going to do? So we have 13/20 divided by 3/1. So when we have a fraction divided by a fraction, what do? We are going to keep the first fraction, change the sign, and then we are going to flip or reciprocate the second fraction. So it's keep, change, flip. So we have 13/20 multiplied by 1/3. So we have 13/20 multiplied by 1/3, and then when we multiply in fractions, we multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So 13 times 1 will give you 13, and 20 times 3 will give you 60. So our answer here is equal to 13/60 in its simplest form. Now, in part 2 of the question, it says that we are 2.14 multiplied by sine 75, giving your answers to 2 places of decimal. So here we have 2.14 multiplied, so sine 75 is the same as 0.966, and so when we multiply 2.14 times 0.966, that is 2.067 to 3 places of decimal, but we must write that to 2 places of decimal. So it's 2.07 written to 2 decimal places, and that's how we go about doing these types of questions. Again, please like the video, share the video, and comment, because